Hello everyone, welcome back to my Let's Play. In today's episode I want to decorate the whole industrial district and also add more farms to it. So the aesthetic I want for this area kind of doesn't match the one we have in our village here. So we're gonna cover this whole thing in grass, and that way when you look at it from the village it just looks like a normal plains biome. This is the iron farm, but since the ground is now higher, golems could spawn on these blocks, so I had to turn them into dirt paths. So I think we're gonna focus on that first and make it a bit nicer. We're gonna go with like a stone structure with like wooden supports. It's gonna look pretty cool. Yeah, so there it is, and it looks a lot better like than just the dirt cube floating in the sky, you know? So I kinda tried to make it similar to the village in terms of blocks, but like having this makes it not very Minecraft villagey, you know? But I think it still looks okay. Oh, and also when we have a golem burning, we can see the fire from the little hole here. And if you're wondering about the signs, it's because there's lava here and it could spread fire to the logs around here, and signs can't catch fire. Alright, now it's time to move on to this area. So I'm gonna remove a bunch of the grass here. I want to make a floor that goes from the cobblestone farm all the way to this corner over there. And yeah, we have a lot of blocks to remove before that. And we're also tearing down these like temporary facades that I put because I don't like them anymore, and I had a better idea to make these farms a bit prettier. Yeah, it's just so much better if you can just fly in, you know? Okay, I went to the mesa and got some like white terracotta, and I think I can make a pretty good wool color, like all around the dark oak. Like it kind of goes well with both spruce and dark oaks. But yeah, now we have the entrance, and I think I'm gonna start working on decorating the wool farm. Okay, now most of the farm is hidden, and we mostly see the chests because they light up. So yeah, that's a lot better. I put down a loom here because I want to put banners that say wool. But I don't think I remember how to do like every letter. I'm gonna try. Well, it turns out I remember how to make the W, and I think that looks pretty good. Now for the cool light, I think we're gonna use some detector rails and a minecart. Now, does it go on for... No, it's definitely stopping. Okay, because minecarts can go like further if there's something in them, I think. But when it's empty, it just kind of stops. Do minecart chests go further? Yeah, okay. Well, so we have a moving light now. That's cool. That looks a lot better than before. I'm trying to decorate around the moss farm by adding some wood, but we have some lava right here. So as you can see, I added some signs around the logs to make sure they don't burn up. So I think I'm gonna make kind of a similar sign to wool here. Moss is like 4 letters, so it can be centered. Yeah, there we go. I decorated the moss farm and also this little corner. And I added this like secret passage here. I think this is like one of the oldest Minecraft building tips, you know? Like you can hide stuff behind a painting. I need some flower pots to put something in these. I also had to dig through the ground here, so we're gonna cover that up with a bunch of moss carpets. Now we're gonna move on to decorating the sugarcane, bamboo, kelp and cobblestone farms. Alright, so here's the 3 farms decorated, and I also added an upstairs here because we're gonna redo like how the cobblestone farm works. So I need some amethyst to make tinted glass here. And it's gonna have an item collection system that goes up here where we have the barrels, so I need to work on that. Okay, so we can see the farm through the window here as well as down here. And we now have a lever that doesn't make us take damage to turn the farm off because the old one was too close to the TNT. And there's also new barrels and shelves to collect the cobblestone. Oh, and I decided that we're gonna put saplings in these and maybe flowers in the ones over there. So I want to make another entrance here, but this lines up with the iron collection system. So we have water here, and I think I'm gonna just move where the items end up. So I'm gonna put new chests down here and kind of make it like it's a new table, you know? Poke a hole through here and we should get the iron ingots falling down here. They should fall down here. I'm gonna have to wait for a golem to die, but I think they should end up in here. I think we just got some iron. Okay, perfect. So I can remove this whole tube now. So this is the place in the village where I want to put the new entrance. We already have some items in here, so I'm gonna remove this whole thing and kind of make a similar entrance to this one here. Okay, so now instead of having a little iron chest, we go all the way into this big tunnel here. Kind of goes down a bit and then way down, and we end up in here where we can get the iron. Alright, now I want to make a super smelter. So as you can see, I left, like, instead of putting logs here, I left some planks because I'm gonna put a bridge, and this is gonna be the input level. And below here, where I already put some red carpet, this is gonna be the output level. Okay, so we have 2 levels here, and this is where we input the items, and when we want them to go we just flick this lever. So I still have to build the super smelter and connect all the rails. I think it's gonna go here. And then we have the level down here with the fuel and the output. Oh, and I also made the first like big ceiling. So this one goes over the cobblestone and the super smelters. And we also have this little space here where I kind of didn't know what to put. So I just put two paintings side by side. Because below this is like the output area. And yeah, so now it's time to build the super smelter. So it's gonna have 32 furnaces, which is 3.2 items per second. And that's why we have two hoppers feeding into the chest, because I think that's a bit too fast for one hopper. Okay, here's the super smelter. So I'm gonna try it by smelting 10 stacks of cobblestone. And this is gonna cost us 32 kelp blocks. And we put the cobblestone in the input. Then we go down here into the fuel chest and put the dried kelp. So each furnace should have one dried kelp block now. And if the chest is empty, we can just sand these. And they all should start smelting the cobblestone. So now we can go to the output chest. Right over here. And we have stone flowing in. And we have 10 stacks, and this took about 3 minutes and 20 seconds. So I was planning to just make a window to the super smelter here, but it doesn't look as good as I thought. So I had an idea, because we only have like 4 blocks here. We're gonna make a dripstone and sulfur farm. Okay, perfect. I know these types of farms are usually very slow, but since we're gonna spend a lot of time here and at the village anyway, this is better than nothing. Now we're gonna close this off with a wall, because I don't really know what to put back here, so for now it's just gonna be a big wall and we can always tear it down later. So we're gonna go from this to this. So now we have this whole area kind of walled off, and it's time to build the last farm for today, which is going to be a chorus farm. And I'm also going to put in like different ceiling designs, because I couldn't come up with like one big ceiling. And let's do all of that in one last time lapse. So yeah, we have this pretty cool area here. It's kinda got a nice arch to it. And we also have this here. I wanted to use like copper for something. So yeah, this place got some copper. We also have up here, this stripe pattern kind of goes all the way here as well. And yeah, we also have the chorus farm right here. And so this light is a bit special. It kind of tells us what time of day it is, because when I was building here, I didn't really know like if it was night or day when getting out. So when all the lights are turned on, it means it's noon. And when they're all off, it means it's like midnight. It just doesn't look like there's any farms below this, which is exactly what I wanted. And when you go down, you actually end up in the big industrial area, you know? I think this is a pretty cool area. I really like how it turned out. Also, I don't know if it's like normal, but dripstone seems to grow like a bit faster than sulfur. For some reason. There's water all over these blocks, so they should all be growing, but we got 6 pointed dripstone and only 2 sulfur spikes. I don't know why. I want to see if we can break chorus flowers with snowballs. Does this work? Oh, that's just perfect. Okay. Because if you break them from the root, like the chorus flower at the top just breaks. So this is a much easier way to harvest them. there is one last finishing touch I want. It's an ender pearl ender porter. I don't remember the name, like a stasis chamber for an ender pearl, and I want one between here and the village. Okay, I just finished the wiring, so now if I press this, we should be at the village. Oh, I gotta be careful to not suffocate. And if I press this one, we should end up right here. Perfect. Oh boy, that was a big episode, wasn't it? I mean, it might be a bit shorter for you guys, but it took me more than a week to design this whole place and also gather all the grass to cover it up and then build it in survival. So yeah, it took me definitely a bit longer than the other episodes. But unfortunately, that's gonna have to be the end for today's episode. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!